Hey, what's poppin', guys, goddesses, kings, queens? What's going on, YouTubers? I'm about to bring you the word of the day for March 31st, 2021. I have already sat with my team. Let's talk. Let's give them something to talk about. Talk to me, spirit. Let's give them the herb of the day. What herb is it that you want them to know today? Ancestors, spirit guides, pick the herb of the day. Let it get stuck in my hand or let it fall out. Okay, the herb of the day is dandelion. Dandelion, you can drink it as a tea. It helps rid water weight. Sometimes when you bloated and you have edema and you have a lot of water weight, you can get roasted. Dandelion tea is nasty and bitter, but if you like your coffee dark, you would like dandelion root. Dandelion, you drink it as a tea. It helps rid water weight. Also promotes psychic powers. Burn to talk to your past loved ones. You can get the herb, or you can go get the tea bag, which is already herbs, and you're going to get the charcoal disc. And you're going to light the bottom of your charcoal disc, and you're going to put the dandelion herb on it and talk to your past loved ones. You can drink it and you can burn it. And it also helps with psychic powers. Let's go into the message of today. What messages do you have? This one wants to come out. Squirrel. Someone has a spiritual animal or squirrels, or you see a bunch of squirrels. It means abundance is coming to you. Thoughtfulness, patience, balance of work and play. They saying be like that squirrel. A squirrel is constantly moving. They work and they play. But squirrels also as a spiritual animal and also as a spiritual totem means abundance, thoughtfulness, patience, balance of work and play. That is the squirrel. Talk to me, spirit. Let's see some oracles. What messages do we get? Can I get 3 cards? Someone needs to be like a squirrel. When a squirrel is around you and is not scared of you and don't run off, or you see like 3 squirrels all in one, that means you have abundance coming to you. Because we see squirrels all the time. But every now and then when you start seeing a bunch of squirrels, that means you have abundance. You have lightened your load. You have manifestation, and then you have love. And then at the bottom of the deck, you have passion. Spirit saying you have to be passionate about everything. You have to love. Okay, there's 2 ways. You can have a rose garden. You can see roses and you can pick it up and say, I love the way this smells. I love roses. Also, you can be in love with roses, which means you're going to water it. You're going to feed it. You're going to take care of it. You're going to whisper positive things to the roses and say, I adore you, rose. Grow into that beautiful rose garden. There's certain ways that can be passionate. When you put passion into something, you put in your whole body and soul, your whole energy into it. And that's what you need to do with your spirituality and your manifestation. You got to put passion in your manifestation. You got to put all your emotions, your intentions into that spell work. Whatever it is, anger, love, not depression, but anything that you need to see it in that candle. They want you to start manifesting. Also, you need to get a farmer's almanac that'll tell you the different cycles of the moon. Also, they want you to lighten your load. Spirit is saying some of y'all, especially my empaths, y'all carrying other people's crosses. It's time to carry your own fucking crosses. I always say this. You have your own sad story. Start setting boundaries. That's what I'm hearing. You need to lighten your load and quit putting other people's burdens on you, because you know what? They're not doing it for you. So why are you doing it for them? Everybody, they drain you. Sometimes it can be your family members. Everyone has that family member that always think they know everything. And then when you check them, they get in their emotions. They want to cry. They want to say this and this and this. Spirit is saying, you got to let that go. Also, love. Continue to give yourself love. Someone, I'm hearing a love bath. Y'all need to do a love bath. You're going to get a can of coconut milk, or you can get the actual coconut and crack it open. And you're going to get some red, yellow, white, pink roses. You're going to get rose quartz. clear quartz also, and you're going to put it in. You're going to get a little pink Himalaya salt, brown sugar and sweet brown sugar and white sugar, and you're going to mix it in that spiritual bath. But take a bath shower first. You have to cleanse yourself before you take an actual spiritual bath. Okay, and they want you to start loving yourself. Play some music, burn a red or pink candle. They said a pink candle, and start loving on yourself. You need to give yourself love. Start pampering yourself. 1, 2. Always take a bath first. 3. Under the power bottom of the deck, you have power. Start taking back your power. Know who you are. You have beginnings, sovereignty, fear. Some of y'all fear of stepping out. Like, say if I do leave him or leave her or leave my family's house, I'm going to fall down. Spirit is saying you're not going to know until you try. Once you try and you didn't succeed, then you can say, I wasn't officially ready. Spirit is saying some of y'all are codependent because y'all don't want to try. When a baby bird is ready, the mom takes it on the back and pushes the baby out and lets it fly. That little bird gets confidence, and then all of a sudden it spreads out its wings. You need to spread out your wings. This is also in spirituality. You have to take the first step and they will have it for you. Spirit is saying you starting to see a lot of ravens. That's some messages and saying that you're safe, you're protected. Messages from the spirit world saying your loved one is watching over you. That's a message. That's also a god, a goddess, or a deity. Not to worry. Also, Spirit says stop listening to everybody. Your spiritual journey is different from theirs. You can't say, they can't say, well, you need to do this work for me. You might can take penicillin. I'm allergic to penicillin. So if you say, Sandrea, penicillin healed me, and I'm like, I don't know about that, and then I fucking take it, I'm in the hospital because I had a severe allergic reaction. Because it works for you does not work for me. What you see, I might not see. What you hear, I might not hear. Stop letting everybody say this did it for me. Always, when someone come up to me, I said, do I have permission? I'm saying, yes, this is confirmation. You already knew. I don't tell you to try this unless it's something that I tell you how to work with a deity, because that's different. But if I'm telling you to summons this demon for this, that demon might want to fuck me up. It might never be for you. You got to understand, always consult with your team and understand they will send you to someone to guide you, okay? Don't stop listening to everybody, especially these new people that's saying you need to call this or you need to banish this. Sometimes you can call a spirit to you and you can't banish them. That's why I'm saying you got to be careful. You have to identify. Spirit is saying some of y'all are ready to walk into your sovereignty. This is your God and goddess mode. Everyone is not a god. Everyone is not a goddess. You have to work yourself up to that level. You have to walk in your sovereignty. Some of y'all are just king and queen. And then again, some of y'all are not king and queen because some of y'all are still wanting to hang around with those peasants. So everything is a level. Spirit is saying some of y'all are about to walk into your sovereignty, which means y'all getting higher and higher and higher. Y'all starting to hear voices of people praying. Y'all starting to hear people starting to talk about you. This is how you know you're getting close to your sovereignty. You can actually hear that person's conversation talking about you. That's how you know you up there in the God and goddess level. That is your sovereignty. Some of y'all are just now waking up. Y'all confused as fuck because y'all just now waking up from a deep sleep. So everything is new to you. It's like putting together a puzzle. It's like having amnesia, starting to remember who you are. Your soul never forgets. You were just in a deep sleep. You're starting to wake up. Continue. The first thing you need to do is consult with your ancestors and your spirit guides and ask them to send you to someone to help you in the spiritual journey. Some of y'all keep fighting. Y'all keep saying this shit ain't real. I'm batshit crazy. Why am I doing this? No. You have to understand. You have always heard those voices in your head. You know, those are the voices of your ancestors. And spirit guides. Sometimes the voices are going to sound like you. Spirit is saying sometimes when you hear a voice in his head, that's ear. You have internal and external. The inner hearing is what you hear those voices in, and sometimes they sound like you. They're not going to tell you to go harm somebody or go pop a cop in somebody's ass. That's ego. They dare to guide you. They telling you need to go home because something's about to pop off. They guiding you to telling you to go home. Also, when you start hearing this static thing and stuff like that, you're going to start hearing it external, which means on either side you're going to hear voices like I'm talking to you. That can get annoying. You know, but right now some of y'all have internal hearing, and y'all need to embrace that. Once y'all start embracing the internal hearing, y'all going to get the external hearing. Spirit is saying also you have the power of invocation and evocation. Evocation means outside the body. Invocation means inside the body. Okay? You have the power to invoke and evoke. You have the gift of inner hearing and external hearing. You have to balance the inner before you get to the external hearing. Talk to me, Spirit. Can I get 3 cards, please? What messages do you want them to know? Ancestor Spirit. They always. At the bottom of the deck, you have Ore. Friendship. In good times, friends know you. In bad times, you know them. Spirit is saying, learn the difference between who's your friend and who's your foe. The realest people have the smallest crowds, the smallest type of friends. Real recognize real. A real friend is going to be there in the dark time, in the bad time, and in the good time. A real friend is not going to lie to you. A real friend is going to put you in your place. Okay? Spirit is saying you need to know the difference between your friends and foes. Also, stop worrying about the quantity. It's the quality. Also, you have Ayo, means joy. Joy is not perfected until it's shared. Joy is not perfected until it's shared. Showing the law of reciprocity, give and take. When you joy about for something, you're going to share it to the right people. You're not going to hold it to yourself. Being joyful is not stingy. You're going to share it to the right people. That's why when it's time for you to receive your blessings, you're going to share it to the right people. You not deserve to share your blessings with the wrong people. That's why they saying friendship. Learn the difference between who's real with you and who's not. Igboya, courage. Until the mass is dead, do not drop the stick. Don't stop fighting until your enemies is defeated. That's what I'm hearing. I asked them to break it down to me. Do not stop fighting until your enemy is defeated. Always protect yourself. Always be cloaked. Always stay under prayer, meditation, and spiritual bath. Always cloak yourself. Imagine a bright protective light over you. Imagine you in the bright snow, something in the light. Imagine you in a bright room. Imagine disco lights around you. You have to protect yourself. The next one is war. Ogun. He is the god of war. Wars are created by people too old to fight, for those too young to die. Spirit is saying you need to listen to reason. You need to appreciate the old people. They have a lot of wisdom and knowledge. They've been where you're trying to go. They have mastered. Some have mastered what you're trying to master. Listen to the old. Sometimes young people can be foolish. Y'all do foolish mistakes. If someone's telling you that 2 and 2 and 2 plus 2 and 2 and 2 equals 4, they know because they've been there. 22 does not equal 4. You have to break it down. If this is making sense to you, you got to understand when they give me downloads that's in Creole and Spanish, and I try to break it down. Sometimes I ask for pictures, but they saying young is the future, so the old people has to teach the future. You got to talk to me, spirits. I'm not catching it. It takes a whole village to raise a child. For you to have children that's very gifted, you're going to have to learn and step into your spirituality because they looking up to you. All my brothers and sisters out there, there's a thing called adopt a brother, big sister. Sometimes you're going to have to literally be a sponsor, a mentor to these youth. Some of these youth are old souls. Some of these youth are golden child. Some of these are rainbow children, crystal children, and they do not know the way. And some of these parents are naive and they don't know about this, and they putting their children on medicine. Some of these children do not need medicine. They need guidance of their spirituality. Someone needs to adopt them and put them under their arms and teach them how to meditate, how to combat anger. Some of these children are mentally strong and they airbenders, firebenders, waterbenders, earthbenders, and they can hurt somebody with their mind. So you need to teach them how to listen to reason, which means which one is ego, which one is spirit, how to meditate and calm the storm. This is what I'm hearing. Someone needs to set up something to teach children how to meditate and learn about their African spirituality. For you need to teach them how to love it so they can be able to embrace it and learn. That's what I'm hearing. Then you have flow. If you cut your chains, you'll free yourself. Some of y'all holding your own self in bondage that I'm hearing. Y'all have to release these shackles that's holding you back. Spirit is saying, get out of your way. Some of y'all are jealous because he or she that you know is prospering and you're not. Once again, I said, what works for them might not work for you. You need to find your own ingredients. You need to find your own sauce. You have that. Y'all don't have the same ancestors. Y'all don't have the same spirit guides. You have to find what worked for you. Quit comparing theirs to yours. It's not going to work. Spirit is saying, get out of your way. What other messages? Y'all are not listening to reason. Y'all want to compare everything to how everybody else is doing. You have the 10 of Pentacles, you have the 7 Swords, and you have the 7 of Cups. You have the 4 of Cups at the bottom. Spirit is saying, y'all fighting with them. You have to, it's called ebb and flow. What goes in comes back out. Cause and effect. You saying that you want to balance your money. You asking the right ancestor to help you balance your money. Okay? Then they telling you, no, you don't need this because some of y'all are emotional spenders. I'm going to do it anyway. That's what I'm saying. Quit asking for help and you're going to fight with them. Quit saying this man is no good to me. He beat me. I want you to shut the door. Then as soon as they show you that he's cheating on you to someone else and they close the door and you find a way, soon as he like 3 months pass, you back in the bed with them. You're never going to learn. You keep fighting with them. That's what the 4 of Cups is. Stop asking for help, and when they send help, you fighting with them. You're defeating a person. First of all, they're going to say, fuck it, I'm done, and they're going to let it happen to you. That's why you get so attached and feel like this person snatched your soul. It's because you asking for help, and as soon as they come, you fight with them. They're like, fuck it. You know, sometimes y'all ignore your ancestors and then y'all wonder why your money slowed down. Why you not hearing from this and this and this? It's because you constantly fighting with them. You get tired fighting with people. They get tired fighting for people. You got to understand they have feelings too. Okay? Some of them were human. Some of y'all going to get this 10 of Cups as a celebration. Y'all going to finally, your family's healing. Y'all starting to come in terms with your family. You and your family is not fighting, bickering anymore. They starting to accept you as your spirituality. You starting to teach them things to understand that spirituality is similar to religion. It's just that we're free. We're not controlled. That everything is not evil. Like I said, evil flipped over means to live. That's what evil means, to live. Every time you live in is considered evil. Okay? 10 of Pentacles. I said that wrong, but evil flipped over. I can't break that down, but they told me evil flipped over, it means live. Okay? And if you add a D to it, it means devil. Okay? You know what? Just forget it. I just fucked that shit up because it's not making sense to me. You got to understand, it's hard to break down what they say because it's in Creole and in Spanish sometimes. And sometimes it's like I have to break it down to you for you can understand it. So you know what? Just scratch that part because I just totally fucked that up because they like, you fucked that up. Yeah, I fucked that up. They just say, you just fucked that up. So it scratched the live and evil thing. When they break it down to me, then I explain it more. But I just fucked that up. I admit, I'm wrong. I'm human. They fucking with me. Okay, the 10 of Pentacles. Back to the program. Some of y'all gonna get this 10 of Pentacles. Y'all gonna get this happy home. Y'all gotta get money. Some of y'all, Spirit is saying, Some of y'all apply for this loan, SBA loan or PPP loan. Spirit is saying, don't knock it if you don't get it. It's going to come again. Spirit is saying it's going to come again and you're going to get it. You might have to go to somebody to know how to do it. Sometimes you can't do it because you fucking it up. You might need to go to somebody that can do it for you. Spirit is saying, don't worry, you're going to get it. Spirit is saying some of y'all are running away from yourself. Like I said, this was talking about getting in your own way. Y'all jealous of yourself. Spirit is saying you got to let it go. You got to break the chain. Some of y'all are, someone is going to be leaving a domestic violence. It's going to get violent and you're going to wind up like, man, it's like you're going to black out and you're going to pick up a knife and you're going to try to hurt them. Spirit is saying it's not worth going to jail. You don't want your children taken away. I think you made them pee on itself. Spirit is saying you're going to leave. Do not go back. Spirit is saying do not go back. Some of y'all are starting to see that y'all telling people too much stuff and they taking your advice and they using it. They taking your teaching and they flipping it. When I mean flipping it, it's like you giving them free shit and you advising them and then they flipping it, making money off them. Spirit is saying stop doing that. Make them pay for it. Spirit is saying if you want to mentor them or guide them, they have to give you a fair energy exchange because they flipping it and they charging other people and they getting credit for it when it's yours. Spirit is saying just hold on. Stop giving everything. Give them appetizers. Spirit is saying you also had the 7 of Cups. Some of y'all got to be careful what y'all wishing for. Once again, when y'all manifesting this man or woman, y'all forgetting, y'all talking about the outside, but y'all forgetting that y'all don't want them fucked up on the inside. Spirit is saying, you got to ask for it on the inside and the outside. The inside matters more than the outside because as you get older, the outside fades unless you got money to take care of the outside. They say you need to worry about the inside more. Also, Spirit is saying someone needs to have some plants, philodendron, a snake plant, aloe in their house. Spirit is also saying be careful. Because you don't know what's under that cup. They showing me, there's 3 cups and you got to find the coin. And they constantly doing this. Spirit is saying start paying attention to the person that's speaking to you. Start listening to your body language because they playing you like boo-boo the foo. In other words, they playing you stupid. They trying to play you. Spirit is saying be careful. Your ancestors been telling you this person's not right. You're being hustled in so many ways. You also had the devil card under the 10 of Pentacles. Someone needs to quit smoking. You've been asking your ancestors to help you stop smoking. Spirit is saying it's the power of the mind. You can quit anything that you want. Out of mind, out of sight. Spirit is saying the gum is not going to work. That patch is not going to work. You're going to have to really fast and dedicate and just say, I have determination and you can do it. It's the power of the mind. You got to understand out of sight, out of mind. Sometimes we fuck ourselves up because of the power of the mind. That's what I'm hearing. Someone needs to stop eating junk food, y'all. Emotional eater. Every time something don't go your way, every time you bored, you think you hungry. Spirit is saying, nah, you dehydrated. You need water. If you drink enough water, sometimes you think you hungry and your body need water. Spirit is saying you're not hungry and you just ate like an hour ago. Spirit is saying stop. Y'all emotionally eating. Y'all eating too much starch, carbohydrates, too much junk food. Spirit is saying stop. Spirit is saying someone drinks. You got an alcohol problem. Someone that's going to find out that this person do cocaine. If you constantly see somebody doing this and if you notice they don't have any nose hairs and they have nosebleeds and they all like to say, oh, that's my fucking allergies and sinuses. No. Spirit is saying someone's on cocaine and they don't want you to know and it's going to be revealed. They never have any money. You're like, oh, I did this. It's because they can't support their own habit and they asking. You need to tell them, I'm not doing it, so I'm not going to support your own habit. Spirit says start noticing. If you start noticing things missing, your money, your cash app getting abducted, stolen, or hijacked, whatever you want to call it, this person is on cocaine. This person has a substance abuse. Spirit is saying someone is getting high around Yemiya. She don't like that. That's disrespectful. Some of y'all are getting high around different gods and goddesses and they don't indulge in that. They don't like that. That's disrespectful. Spirit is also saying you shouldn't get high when you meditate because they want you to know the difference between a spiritual high and a substance high. Some of y'all need to slow down on the marijuana That's what I'm hearing. Or these edibles, whatever the fuck. And y'all need to get this natural high. Y'all need to know the difference. That's what I'm hearing. Also, you have the Page of Swords. Spirit is like, oh my God, what the fuck? Because the truth is going to start hitting there. Someone in their family is molesting their niece. Someone in your family is molesting your niece. Start paying it to your children. If they don't want to go around this person, or they don't like this person, or it's like they, every time you go, they be like, no, don't leave me, can I go? Start paying attention to your children. Sometimes y'all think is they being funny. No, someone's uncle is molesting their niece. Someone is getting molested, and when you find out, you're gonna be like, oh my God, and it's gonna hurt you, it's gonna tear you apart. But your child told you, but you keep ignoring it. That's the problem, that with people, y'all think, oh, not in my family, I don't want this person, and it's wrong. Y'all need to start speaking on upon this molestation. Some of y'all are going to reveal to your mom or your dad that they got molested by their sister or their brother, or somebody in their family, by their brother or sister. You need to speak the truth. The truth needs to be spoken. Some of y'all are not using your intuition. Spirit is saying you need to start using your intuition. Spirit is saying sometimes you need to take a break from social media, and you need to start reading a book, some type of book. They have a book called The Alchemist. You can get it on Amazon. Is called The Alchemist, and it's going to teach you how to work with the elements. It's going to teach you how to be a badass alchemy. Spirit is saying you need to embrace on your wisdom and knowledge. Sometimes Google is not your friend. Sometimes Google will think you got a headache, and you Google headache and they say you got a brain tumor. Sometimes Google is not your friend. You have to trust into the ascended masters and your gods and goddesses. Spirit is saying you need to learn the difference between a leader and a boss. When a leader will lead their people, a leader would get down and tell them how to do it. A leader would guide them. A boss just tells people what the fuck to do. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. You have to have compassion. They want you to show compassion to these people that's coming to you for spiritual help. You need to be their leader and guide them. Your job is to guide them and help them, not hold their hand, not tell them you need to fucking do this. You need to break it down to them so they can understand. Sometimes you have to break it down to them on a 4-year-old level, because, you know, it is hard to understand. You got to remember you were there first and you didn't know. Sometimes Spirit reminds me like, Sandrea, don't. Remember, you used to be there. You have to understand everybody is not on your level. They want you to be more compassionate to people learning, and because a lot of people are going to be going to you. A lot of y'all are going to be in that high priest and high priestess energy. And like I said, some of y'all are going into to be these gods and goddesses, which means whatever you think, whatever you speak, you're going to be a manifester like that. You're going to start hearing other people's prayers. You're going to start hearing people talk about you, good and bad. This is what I'm saying. It's time for you, because you're going to be that spiritual mentor, that spiritual guru. Some of y'all, this manifestation, this knowledge, everything is happening rapidly. This money, this truth being revealed, manifestation, victory is yours. You got to understand your cup is being empty, and it has to be fulfilled. Your cup is being fulfilled. You have to empty your cup. So it's like anytime you're going through something, start writing down. Another part of self-love is you're going to make a list. Things you like about yourself and things you don't like about yourself. And if you notice you got more things that you don't like about yourself, then that's a problem that you need to work on. Spirit is saying you're going to have to empty your cup. Spirit is saying someone is supposed to be having a #1 novel, because you've been through a lot of shit. Some of y'all have seen your family die. Y'all have seen your people die. Your house got shut up. Or you had cancer come back 3 or 4 times, and God said it's not your time. You had an inner body experience. You got molested, you overcame. It's like everything happened to you. Everything. And finally you start getting a break. There's people that need to hear your voice and hear your story. That's why it's called a testimony. Some of y'all, it's like, damn, it's like, I can't catch a break. Spirit is saying you need to empty your cup and write it down. When you having a fucked up day, instead of taking it out, write it down. Before you know it, you have a book. Some of y'all going to have a podcast. Some of y'all going to have an ebook. Spirit is saying it's time. It's time. They showing me You in water right now, and you be like, Heavenly Father, I'm tired of being on this water. When am I going to reach land? And every time you send out the raven or the dove, they come back because there's no land. Spirit is saying land is ahead. Your ship is about to land. There is ground. You are going to be on solid ground. Spirit is saying your cup is being filled over. Some of y'all, if y'all start noticing that you feel wet, like water's on your feet, it's because your cup is being filled over. What other messages do you have for them? What other messages do you have for them, Spirit? Spirit is saying it's time to pay attention. It's time to start seeing the signs. The truth is going to be revealed. It's something about paying attention to your niece or nephew. Pay attention to your son or daughter. Someone is being molested. You should know if you have been molested and you know that molester is still around. You will warn somebody saying, I don't trust. Don't bring your kids around this person. Someone is replaying the past. Spirit is saying you got to let the past go. The past gave you a present, which is an open book to change the future. Sometimes you feel you still attached to this past and you think it's your happiness, and mentally it's not your happiness. You have someone is unable to make a decision because you're on the fence all the time. It's like you're a people pusher. You pushing people away. You ask for somebody to help you. You constantly pushing people away. You have a problem. You need to heal. You need heal. You have inner wounds and you pushing everybody away. And I'm hearing a Scorpio. Y'all good at that. I'm hearing a Scorpio. I'm hearing a Pisces, Aries, Gemini, Virgo, Libra. Y'all need to stop pushing people away. Y'all asking for love, and as soon as your ancestors send you help to love, you get trigger moments, and then you want to say you fucking healed. No, you're not. Because if you truly heal, you're not going to keep pushing people away. What other messages do you have? Y'all have inner wounds that need to have. Spirit is saying start paying attention to your hot and cold. You're asking your ancestors and spirit guides and everything for a sign. Start paying attention to your hot and cold. They will tell you. If you don't get anything, that means they not ignoring you. They just don't want you to know right now. Some of y'all need to learn to stop being impatient, because you keep rushing them. They're going to teach you to be patient, and you don't want that. Some of y'all have a lot of anxieties because you are empath and you're highly sensitive. Start covering your head. Start spraying frankincense water, Florida water. Start taking spiritual baths also. And start cloaking yourself, closing and opening your portals. Wounds, like I said, some of y'all have deep fucking wounds. Childhood traumas affects this relationship. Some of y'all got molested and it's fucking with your sexual relationship. You having problems sexually. You need to embrace that. You need to talk to that about your partner. If he can't understand, then that partner is not for you. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all need to go speak to someone about this. Someone needs to, that is considered a soul loss. You need to talk to your higher self. You need to heal. Some of y'all need to really fucking address, like, you know what? I'm tired carrying this cross. You need to go to that person saying, you know what? This person molested me. And if you accept it, you don't. But I'm tired carrying this. I'm ready to heal. I'm ready to heal my relationship. I'm ready to heal my marriage because it's affecting you and it's affecting your partner. Spirit is saying y'all really going to have to heal because y'all pushing people away and it's causing you to be depressed. And that's an attachment and you're not really depressed. It's just that you need to release it. Unconscious belief. Be aware of what you are telling yourself. That's what I'm saying. If you keep speaking negativity over you, you speaking death over you. Sometimes it's not someone putting a spell on you. Sometimes it's you spelling yourself. Sometimes it's you hexing yourself. Quit saying you broke. Quit saying you sick. Quit saying I hate it here. Quit saying all that negative bullshit. Start speaking life over your water, over your food, and start doing these affirmations of I am, I will, I have, I shall. Okay? Y'all be blessed. Namaste. I seal.